Alright, so welcome to episode 2 in our two-part presentation on the most powerful natural remedy in the world. You are watching the natural alternative. Alright, so today I'll be showing you exactly how to make that natural remedy. If you haven't watched part 1, the beginning of this presentation, I would encourage you to do so because I do spend a bit more time talking about the over 100 health conditions that this natural remedy will help you with, as well as giving you background information about it. Alright, so today I'll be sharing with you and showing you just how to make this natural remedy using very simple ingredients that you can find at the grocery store or at the supermarket. Alright, so the ingredients that we'll be using are Epsum salt. You'll be needing about 4 tablespoons of Epsum salt. You will also be needing apple juice, and I'm using this Matt's brand. You'll be needing 1.5 cup of apple juice, as well as drinking water. I'll be using purified drinking water or spring water. You'll need 1.5 cup of that as well. You'll also need grapefruit juice or lemon juice. And because I recommend persons in terms of making the liver flush, it sometimes is very difficult to get your hands on lemon or grapefruit juice. And I found a natural grapefruit juice that I really recommend. It's 100% natural, no additives. It's a brand called Origin, and Origin is available in the supermarkets out there. And believe me, this is just a very powerful juice. Apart from the grapefruit juice, they have a number of other flavors as well, so I would encourage you to go on and check it out. But the Origin grapefruit juice is what we have been using, and believe me, it's just like taking the grapefruit, squeezing it out and bottling it. Alright, so you can get that all year round. Alright, so let me start out by adding the 1.5 cup apple juice to our mixing container. So 1.5 cup apple juice to our mixing container. Alright, so that's 1 cup, and we're going to add that to our mixing container. Then we are going to add our 1/2 cup to our mixing container. Oops. Alright, so there we go. And then I don't want to throw away these bottles because I'm going to use them again later on. Alright, so now I'm going to add the Epsum salt. So 4 tablespoons of Epsum salt. And I should say that these ingredients basically will make 2 different solutions. So I'm now making solution 1. So that's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So I'm now going to mix vigorously my 4 tablespoons of Epsum salt in my 1.5 cup of apple juice, and I've pre-measured the water already. So this is actually 1.5 cup of water. Alright, so I'm gonna pour a little out. I'm gonna pour out a little bit in this because this container is a 16-ounce container, and so basically the water, when you add both solutions, it may be you may have a little extra, and I'd rather to have extra water than extra mixture of the apple juice and the Epsum salt. So I'm now adding my solution, and it should be the exact amount. So little bit of the Epsum salt is still in the bottom of my mixing mixing container. So I'm just gonna swirl it around a little bit and just add it. And then I'm just pretty much going to top the container up with that extra water. Alright, so that's basically solution 1, and I'll tell you exactly how to take the solution. Right, so let me get that out of the way. So this is pretty much solution 1, and let's set that aside. And now we are going to make solution 2. Solution 2 basically consists of a half cup of grapefruit juice. So I'm using my grapefruit juice here, and I'm going to pour out my half cup, pour out the juice in my measuring cup. Half cup, right, and put aside, balance. I'm going to add that to the apple juice container. So I'm using the apple juice container to store mixture 2. So there we go. I've added my mixture 2, and because I use this container pretty much all the time, I can tell you that when you pour out your juice, it should reach halfway about here, which means that once you pour the half cup of olive oil, it should be round about here. Alright, but let's just measure it. So I'm using extra virgin olive oil, which is olive oil at its highest quality. Alright, so I'm pouring out my half cup olive oil, and I'm using my strainer to ensure that I don't have any mess. And there you go. Poured out my olive oil, and it's pretty much where I said it would have been, right at the brim of the label. So here we have solution 2. So we have solution 1 and we have solution 2. Now, how do you take it? Now, solution 1, and this is very important in terms of doing a liver flush. A lot of persons do a liver flush and don't do it correctly, so they may end up experiencing vomiting. They may experience a number of other discomforts because it's not only the mixture but the timing of the mixture as well. So what you want to do is you're going to start out by taking mixture 1 at round about 7 p.m. So you're going to divide mixture 1 into 4 equal parts. So you're going to take a quarter cup. So pretty much you're going to take the first quarter of the mixture around about 7 p.m. and then at 9 p.m. you're going to take the second dosage of mixture 1. So that should bring it down to about a half a bottle of mixture 1. And then at 10:45 p.m. that same night, you're going to shake vigorously mixture number 2, and you're going to drink all of it at 10:45 p.m. Alright, and then you're pretty much going to go to bed at that point. Some persons may start to experience bowel movement, but you're going to go to bed and you're going to lie on your right side. You're going to lie in a curled position on your right side. And by the time you get up in the morning, you should be having some serious bowel movement. So this is actually something that you would want to do when you don't have to leave the house. All right. So by morning, you are going to start to experience bowel movement. And when you go to use the bathroom, I would recommend that you use a bedpan so that you can observe what is being passed out. Now, you're going to pass out some stone-like objects. They are going to range between 4 colors. So you're going to pass out some stones ranging in colors from white, brown, cream, or green. They will also range in size from being the size of your small fingernail down to being sand grains. And passing out those stones, the colors, the size are very important. And so pretty much once you do the liver flush, then usually I tell my clients to contact me to tell me what are the sizes and also what are the the shape of the stones. The first time you go to the bathroom, then you are going to experience stones coming out the size of your fingernail. They may be brown or they may be cream, and that basically is indicative of a high cholesterol. What you really preferably want is the stones coming out the size of sand grains, and the color being green. Alright, so in the morning, you are going to, at about 6 a.m., you're going to take the third quarter. Because remember, from 7 p.m., 9 p.m., you would have done about half of this. So in the morning, you're going to do the third quarter at 6 a.m. and then at 8 a.m. the fourth and final quarter. Alright, so what to expect, what to eat? Well, you definitely don't want to eat heavy while doing the liver flush. So maybe some broth, maybe some sandwiches, so on and so forth. What to expect? You're definitely going to expect bowel movement. Some persons experience various emotions. Some persons experience depression, some persons experience anger, some persons may pass out stones, also persons may pass out liver flukes, worms, so on and so forth. But what to expect is that you're generally going to experience a feeling of well-being. Most persons say that they end up being much lighter. Some persons say that they end up feeling much more free. So different persons have different experiences. Once you go ahead and do the liver flush, I really would want to hear from you. So I would encourage you to call me up, send me an email, give a response to this video, and of course if you have any questions while you're doing your liver flush, I'll be more than happy to answer those questions as well as to coach you through it, even though I've done this video. Alright, so basically that's how the liver flush is done. Another question that some persons may ask is how often? Well, you preferably should do a liver flush in spring when the body is at a certain tone. Alright, so it's preferably done in the spring and then 7 months later run about in the autumn. But you pretty much can do the liver flush any time of the year. How often? Well, you need to do about 6 liver flushes to actually achieve the results that you want. I would recommend that you do it and do it in 3 to 4 week intervals, so 3 to 4 weeks apart. Of course, for some persons, their body may need more time, so I would say as far as 6 weeks apart. Alright, so every 3 to 4 weeks you can repeat the procedure for about 6 times, or you can do it every 6 weeks for about 6 times to experience that rejuvenating, that healing benefits. And as I said, that there are so many health benefits that you will overcome doing the amazing gallbladder liver flush. Now, I actually don't teach a magic bullet. There are no magic bullets out there as it relates to natural remedies. But if there was a natural bullet, if there was a natural one remedy that I would recommend to most persons for various health conditions, of course, it would be the gallbladder and liver flush. So I want to thank you if this video was informative. If you learned a lot, then please subscribe and share this video with your friends. Also, please remember to leave a comment, ask your questions, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. Alright, so it has been my pleasure doing this video. Until next time, and until our next video, this is Marlon Hurlock saying goodbye.